Hello everyone, welcome to Coder and Boots. So in this video we are going to discuss a small topic, so it won't take much time in this video. So we are going to discuss about how to change the default port of SSH. Okay, so SSH is a very popular service that you see in almost all the Linux machines. So this is the way, or this is the mechanism that we use for accessing the Linux machines remotely over PuTTY or any other SSH client softwares like WinSCP PuTTY, FileZilla or anything. Okay, so the problem with the default port is it is prone to attack because everyone knows this port, and then the attackers can try various mechanisms like brute force, okay, so DDoS, etc., on this SSH port, and in case of brute force and all, they try to get into the machine. Okay, so one of the way, or one way to reduce the possibility of attack is by changing the default port. Okay, so default, if you change it to something else, then first is like, for any attacker, they need to identify what it is, right? So if, let's say, if you are creating something, or if you're running it with some unknown port, so it will take some more time for them to identify what that service is. So in that way, it will it will add one more level of complexity. Okay, so let's see how we can change it. It's a very quick thing. We can do it in a minute's time, and the steps are similar to almost all the Linux operating systems. So I'm going to explain this procedure in a Kali Linux, but you can do it in the same in Ubuntu, Red Hat, Oracle. So whatever Linux machine you have, you can make the same change. So the steps are the same. Okay, so first let's get into the machine. So I have a machine which is running, which has SSH running on default port. So this is the IP address, port number 22. Okay, I'm going to get into the machine. Let me increase the font size of this so that it will be visible to everyone. So I'm going to make it to 18 so that everyone can see this. Now let's verify so let's switch as root. Okay, I have root access, but if you don't have root access, at least you need some sudo access to make this change. Otherwise, because this is a file that is accessible only by root, so we need root access or sudo access to make this change. Okay, so let's verify the current port of SSH. netstat -tulpn, okay, pipe grep SSH. See, it is running on port 22. Okay, so you see it is accessible from everywhere. Port 22, service is sshd. So how we can make the change? We need to make this change in the sshd configuration. So the configuration in case of Ubuntu is located in /etc /sshd_config. In case of Red Hat also, so this will be almost all the Debian on Red Hat, CentOS, Oracle Linux, almost every operating system, you will see a configuration file with the name sshd_config. It will be located somewhere under etc. Okay, etc ssh or etc sshd. So you can find the configuration, open the configuration file, let's see, nano /etc/sh/sshd_config. Open the configuration file, you will see a variable port. Okay, so in this port, by default the value will be 22. Sometimes this value will be even commented as well. It will be like this. So what you need is, you need to change this port to something else. Let's say in this case, let's try to change it to 2212. Okay, so 2212, you can change it to any available port in this machine, TCP, any available port in this machine, and I'm going to change it to 2212. I'll change, I'm saving the configuration. Now we need to restart the SSH. So SSH service SSH restart. Okay, so depending upon what the operating system is, the command may vary, but it's mostly systemctl restart SSH or service SSH restart. So I'm going to restart the service. Now let's see, using the previous command, netstat command, let's see what's the port of SSH. Now you see the port is now changed to 2212. Now let's try to log in again to this machine with the previous port 5.137. The default port is 22, right? Let's try to log in. You will see connection refused. Yeah, now it came, connection refused, right? Let's try again with 2212. 192.168.5.137 2212. Okay, yeah, it came. I'm entering the username password. right? So now the SSH port got changed. Okay, so in this way you can also protect your machines. Okay, so it's not just this. So I explained the scenario of SSH, but I would recommend, changing the default port of all your services, database services, etc., so that an attacker will take some more time to identify your service. So you need to spend no more time to understand your service before deploying the attack. Okay, I hope this video is useful. So if you have any questions, feedbacks, comments, feel free to comment below this video. I'll definitely respond back and help you. Thank you very much for watching this video.